Welcome back to the channel, Manny B Investing, and I posted this post here about Cody Shahif, I think it's Shahif, the CEO of Cody. He had made, it wasn't really an announcement. He had mentioned a large corporation partnership or deal with Cody, and he said people would be very happy about it, but he couldn't talk about it or announce it for months. He said this was months out. Some light speculation started. People were saying things like, PayPal or, Apple, stuff like that, Visa. But, I posted this, in light of a lot of major corporation partnership with Cardano blockchain for different reasons. And that is the Samsung and Veritree project. Cody has a big company partnership, and they said they wouldn't announce for months. I wonder who it could be. Nation states in Africa are getting infrastructure set up right now, but don't they also need smartphones and a payment system? And somebody responded, "What if this?" It says Bloomberg, post about PayPal explores launching of its own stablecoin and crypto push. The irony here is that I actually had this article up and I was getting ready to do a story on it, but he just sent me this one from Bloomberg. So I figured, let me jump on this story and do it right here now. So let's take a look. PayPal explores launch of own stablecoin and crypto push. So my response to this person was, then I'm out because PayPal is extremely centralized and do the bidding of the US government. They remove people that have bad politics, big nopes. Let's take a look here. PayPal Holding Inc. is exploring the launch of its own stablecoin as part of its cryptocurrency push, according to the company, which confirmed the development after evidence of the move was discovered inside its iPhone app, which is also extremely centralized. We are exploring a stablecoin. When we seek to move forward, we will, of course, work closely with relevant regulators. Jose Fernandez DePonte, I think that's how you say that, Senior Vice President of Crypto and Digital Currencies at PayPal, said in a statement to Bloomberg News. Stablecoins are cryptocurrencies backed and priced by the value of an existing currency or commodity. Evidence of the company's exploration into the building of stablecoin was first discovered in PayPal's app by developer Steve Moser. Shared with Bloomberg. Hidden code and images show work on what is dubbed a PayPal coin. The code indicates such a coin would be backed by the US dollar. A PayPal spokeswoman said that the images and code inside the PayPal app stemmed from a recent internal hackathon, an event in which engineers team up to quickly explore and build new products that may never see a public release within the company's blockchain, crypto and digital currencies division. That means the ultimate logo and name and feature could change in its public product form. PayPal has engaged in a major cryptocurrency effort in recent months, launching new features to buy and hold digital coins, as well as the ability to pay for purchases using the monies. On the Unchained podcast, Fernandez said recently that the company has not yet seen a stablecoin out there that is purpose-built for payments. For PayPal's use, a stablecoin would need to support payments at scale and have security, he said. There would have to be clarity on the regulation, the regulatory framework, and the types of licenses that are needed in this space, he said. PayPal isn't the first technology giant to explore launching its own coin. Meta Platforms Inc., formerly Facebook, has been helping develop a stablecoin called Diem, while Visa Inc. in recent months allowed a stablecoin backed by US dollar to settle a transaction with the network. So ironically, these statements here, boom, a stablecoin would need to support payments at scale and have security. This is a negative statement against the current stablecoin. So here we are, PayPal, this big company that is well known and used by millions of people, big American corporations with power and influence, but always at the mercy of the United States government that has a monopoly on violence. Saying that something that exists in the decentralized world isn't good enough. The irony there. So, what are my thoughts on this? PayPal getting into cryptocurrency is inevitable. PayPal needing a stabilized coin to, allow the merge of the central and the decentral world, because that's what's going on here. They're giving you access to decentralized blockchains and assets. That's what's popular. That is what people want. Regardless of what they feel and think about cryptocurrencies, it's what people want. It's what their customers want. So in order for them to capture money, capture revenues, they will, bend to those needs. Companies will always attempt and try to program their customers into wanting what they provide. But sometimes, on a rare occasion, like now, customers want what they want. And if they continue to ignore that, they're going to perish, just like Toys R Us did. So this is not a shock to me. The problem I have is, people are like, oh, they have that brand recognition there. They love companies. They love corporations that they have a connection to, or they feel like they have a connection to. Like, I've used PayPal since the late 90s. I can tell you, I hate PayPal. PayPal is terrible. PayPal uses their power, their central corpo tactics that we talked about or will talk about in the Claymates NFT story that I have recorded. Probably will release it this weekend. They use these tactics to bully people. Walmart bullies companies, bullies smaller companies into selling out to them. They absorb them and they move forward. They destroy those jobs. They destroy those companies, and they take and they move on. They destroy the planet. They destroy companies. That's what they do. I don't like PayPal. They exploit. They manipulate people. They attack journalists. If you're a journalist and you may not, you may work for some other company that's not CNN or MSNBC, these mainstream, more leftist media conglomerates, then they'll go against you. They'll do things like make it so that you can't use their platform to raise money because you need capital because you're not a megacorp. Oh, they're competition. So instead of the best man win, what we're going to do is we're going to manipulate companies. We're going to manipulate people, and we're going to rug pull your funding because, well, we can do that, and it benefits the party or the side that we stand to make the most money with. So if you happen to be a Republican that reports on stories that may not be so great for maybe a Democrat, all of a sudden PayPal's removing your account. You can't raise any money anymore. Not because you're a bad person, but because it's politics, and that's what they do. I do not want anything to do with PayPal. PayPal did a lot of just really shady stuff long before they got into the politics. When it came to, eBay, a lot of shady business. I lost money because of PayPal. PayPal would support theft. They flat out would support theft. I lost a few $100s as a teenager, which was a lot of money to me at the time, because PayPal didn't want to upset a customer of theirs. They didn't see me as a customer, as a person selling goods on the internet. They saw the person using PayPal to scam people that sold goods as their customer, protected them, refused to reverse my payment, and let them keep my item. So they got my item and they got their money back. And I was just SOL. Contact PayPal. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. We support criminals. They look out for themselves. They do not care about people. They use people. I do not care about PayPal. I don't care about their token or their coin. Anybody that's using PayPal to buy cryptocurrency, I feel bad for you. And hopefully you open your eyes one day and understand why people don't like PayPal and why PayPal does what they do. All they care about is money. They are not interested in Cardano's mantra at all. They are the exact opposite. If they could physically squeeze you and drain money out of you, they would. So that's my opinion on the story. I don't like them. I do not like this company. I've literally lost money more than a couple of $100. I've also been in situations where I sold sneakers and they were literally going to allow someone to steal my sneakers and scam me out of money. They were going to give them the money and let them keep the sneakers and just screw me over. I ended up going berserk on the customer service rep, and they were like, this guy is really serious. Like, it must be a big deal to him. Yes, it's a big deal that you would allow someone to steal my goods and then also reverse the charge on me without making them send me back my item. Or, they do things like if it's a collectible, especially with sneakers, if you wear them, the value of the sneaker is completely, decimated. So they're letting people, take sneakers, wear them, undead stock them, and then get money returned to them from my account because PayPal doesn't want to upset their client, and they completely ignore the fact that I'm their client as well. PayPal just makes really bad decisions. They chase money. They don't use logic. They do not care about what's right. All they care about is making money. They do not belong in the cryptocurrency space, and I hope people don't support their quote-unquote stable coin. This is a setup by the SEC. This is a huge setup. They're going to report everything you do to the IRS. You're going to get taxed out of your mind. Don't do it. Don't partner with this company. Just don't do it. They're terrible. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.